What's up guys, Juice Messi here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to a transfer update today. And we've got so much to get through, so if I don't go through each player in much detail, I do apologise about that, but I think like 35 plus things to get through. But before we get started, as always, if you can show support by leaving a like rating, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content, and in the comments below, your thoughts on today's rumours, the rumours I should do in the next episode. And also, if you missed my previous video, it will be down below in the description box. And we're now like 3 days away from getting daily transfer videos every single morning throughout the whole of the transfer window, which should be pretty exciting given the fact that quite a few transfers have gone through already with some big fees. So first up, we've got a contract extension to get through, and that is Thiago Silva of Paris Saint-Germain. He's now got a new deal until 2020, followed by Christian Benteke. But it's not about him, it's actually about Crystal Palace. And you're probably fully aware by now, I'm just covering stuff I've not mentioned since the last transfer video. But that is going to be Sam Allardyce is a new manager of Palace on a 2.5-year deal. So Palace have got a new manager, whereas Swansea City, that's what's called Gylfi Sigurdsson right there, they got rid of Bob Bradley. He's been sacked now after I think 11 games in charge, which really is kind of unfair because he didn't really have a great squad to work with, and they're in a bit of a mess right now. And as of right now, I'm pretty sure they have not got a replacement, but I imagine we'll have one very soon. Then we go on to Thomas Rincon going to Juventus from Genoa on a loan deal with an €8 million obligation to buy at the end of the season. And it is all official because the verified account of Juventus had tweeted saying he's completed his medical and now enjoys his first day in Turin. Followed by Christian Clemens. This one went through last week, I think it was, but he's gone from Mainz for £2.34 million to FC Cologne, a decent non-red card. Followed by Oscar. Now this one, again, you're probably fully aware, but I have not done a video since, but he's gone to China, in particular, Shanghai SIPG from Chelsea, from anywhere between £52 million up to 60. Obviously, he would have been on a nice wage at Chelsea, but now apparently he's on a wage upwards of £400,000 per week. Some sites even saying 500 grand, so £500,000 per week to play football. And if they don't get the Chinese Super League on FIFA 18, he will not be on the game, unfortunately. Then we go on to Julian Draxler, again, probably fully aware, but he has joined Paris Saint-Germain now officially from Wolfsburg. It's an undisclosed fee, but most sites saying €35 million plus. And there were a lot of reports saying that Ben Arfa was going to Fenerbahce on loan, but right now apparently that is not true. And Jesse Rodriguez could also be leaving the club to go back to Spain. Then we go on to Giovanni Lo Celso, I think his name is, a Argentine silver player on FIFA 17. He's now officially joined up with Paris Saint-Germain. He was assigned back in the summer from Rosario Central, but he remained back on loan at the club for the remainder of the year. But now he's officially joined up with the club and will get a FIFA card for PSG very soon. Then we go on to Carlos Tevez. Now this one went through this morning to China. It's a huge one from Boca Juniors to Shanghai Shenhua for about £9 million or so, but his contract is astronomical. So BBC are saying it's in excess of £310,000 per week, but most other reliable sources are saying it's actually £660k a week. And it breaks down to £65 per minute, £3,920 per hour, at £94,200 a day, £660k a week, or £2.86 million a month. And that now makes him the highest paid footballer in world football, which is crazy, but it's kind of on the cards for a couple of weeks now. But again, Boca Juniors, they get about £8 to £9 million for the transfer fee. Now we go on to rumours, and first up, we have got Lucas Leiva of Liverpool linked to Inter Milan. So since this rumour came out, I'm pretty sure Klopp said that he's not going to comment on it just yet, but he has not rejected it either. So Lucas is looking very likely because today, in fact, he was one of the few players not taking part in the squad training along with Coutinho, who's now back in individual training ready for the next couple of weeks. So Lucas Leiva been an extremely good servant for the club, 9.5 years in fact, so he may miss out on a testimonial. Now personally, if we don't really buy anyone to replace him, it doesn't make too much sense, although we do have Joe Gomez coming through, who Jurgen Klopp really does seem to rate. Then we go on to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Now last night, this did break out as quite a random rumour, but it gathered a lot of speed very quickly. And according to multiple sources, Liverpool were ready to make a bid on January the 1st. But during the press conference today, Jurgen Klopp has said that usually I don't say anything about transfers, but I will make an exception. This one is utter nonsense. So Oxlade-Chamberlain to Liverpool, it's not going to happen. It may just be his agent trying to get him a new deal, given the fact his current one ends in just, I think, 18 months' time or so. I do think Liverpool will sign a winger in the January transfer window, because Sadio Mane does go to the African Cup of Nations in like a week or so we may be quite short in depth, and we've also been linked to the likes of Quincy Promes and also Pulisic from Borussia Dortmund. And now, according to Marca, Real Madrid owned 19-year-old centre-back Jesus Vallejo, currently on loan at Eintracht Frankfurt, has been lined up for a recall as Zinedine Zidane sees a young defender as Pepe's successor, with the Portuguese star looking likely to leave. And I believe that's because his contract is very close to ending in Spain. Then we go on to Emil Forsberg today, a player in some great form right now for Leipzig in the Bundesliga, according to a Swedish outlet called Aftonbladet. I'm not sure if I said that right, but both Arsenal and Liverpool are interested in Southern Leipzig midfielder. No fee has been mentioned as of yet. He can play centrally or as a winger as well, so it kind of makes sense Liverpool being linked again to another winger. But in real life, on FIFA Ultimate Team, if you get to Tots at Cam, that'll be filthy good, as that 84 rated second in form is incredible in game. Then we go on to Javier Hernandez Chicharito, according to Bild, linked to Chelsea. Chelsea have joined the hunt for Bayer Leverkusen forward Javier Chicharito Hernandez. The forward has scored 22 goals in 43 Bundesliga appearances since leaving Manchester United, but again, no fee has been mentioned. Next up is going to be Martin Braithwaite, and according to US France, Ligue 1 side Stade Rennes have launched a bid worth €5 million and €8 million to sign Toulouse striker Braithwaite this winter. And other than that, doesn't really say too much, but it could be likely. He does have a gentleman's agreement with the Toulouse owner right now that allows him to leave the club at the end of 2016-17 campaign, with Premier League sides also tracking the Danish international's progress. And because there could be potential Premier League interest, it could be the fee they get is much higher. So for now, Stade Rennes, they probably won't get him. Then we go on to Anthony Martial, and the last couple of weeks, been quite a few rumours saying he could go out on loan, especially like the last couple of days, saying he could be going to Sevilla. That was according to RMC because they said they wanted him on loan, but according to Daily Express, Manchester United manager Jose Mourinho is not prepared to release his French starter on a short-term deal, despite reported interest from high-flying Sevilla in La Liga. And to be honest, coming into this part of the season, you definitely need a lot of depth, and Martial is a great player to have on the bench, even though right now he's not really in some great form. Then we go on to Jack Wilshere today, linked to two Italian clubs, Roma and AC Milan, according to Calcio Mercato. Serie A sides Roma and AC Milan are set to rekindle their interest in Arsenal-owned Jack Wilshere, whose contract with the Gunners runs out in 2018. And to be fair to him, he's doing very well at Bournemouth right now out on loan, so potentially if he can't get game time at Arsenal, could well move on. Then we go on to Alex Vidal, linked to Swansea City, according to Sport. Now, I'm not sure if there's much point reading this one because it does say at the start, because this was the other day, it says Swansea City manager Bob Bradley, again has been sacked now, wants to make a big name signing and is targeting Alex Vidal from Barca. The right back currently has not been able to hold down a place in Luis Enrique's starting 11, and his future right now is looking likely to be away from the Camp Nou. But to be fair, with Swansea currently in a relegation scrap, he may not want to join the first team in the Premier League, being in the bottom three. Now we go on to, I can't click it, there we go, and that is Ndidi, apparently very close now to joining Leicester City. The Nigerian international midfielder Wilfred Ndidi is expected to sign for Leicester City in the first few days of the January transfer window for a fee that could rise to £15 million, according to Sky sources. And to be fair, for a card like that in FIFA Ultimate Team purposes as a silver, he looks freaking awesome, and also I have used him, linking him to Bailey in the Pro League. Followed by Francesco Acerbi, I think his name is, currently playing in Italy in the Calcio A, or Serie A it is in real life. According again to Sky sources, Leicester make an approach to Sassuolo for permission to sign the defender Francesco Acerbi. Now I'm pretty certain at this point I have said it wrong, so again apologies, but right now it looks like he could be his way to the Premier League. Then we go on to Federico Bernardeschi, I think his name is, from Fiorentina, linked to PSG. The source is going to be TalkSport, and they're saying that Paris Saint-Germain have made contact in regards to a move for Fiorentina striker Federico Bernardeschi. Manchester United and Chelsea have long-standing interest in the Serie A forward, who struck 9 goals this season so far, and is currently part of this week's Team of the Week on FIFA Ultimate Team. Then we go on to Ademola Lookman, a youngster currently playing for, I think it's Charlton Athletic, and today linked to Everton for £10 million. And this could well go through in the January transfer window, as there is a lot of interest from multiple other clubs to Everton. They have to try and get it done very quickly. Then we move on to Charlie Masonda, a youngster who was out on loan at Real Betis last season, or this season in fact as well. But then I think he got cancelled, they cancelled the loan for some reason. He now returned to Chelsea and now is linked to Roma. Sky Sports are said that Roma are keen to sign Chelsea winger Charlie Masonda on a short-term loan deal, as cover for Mohamed Salah, who is set to take part in the African Cup of Nations next month with Egypt. And in regards to FIFA Ultimate Team, that right there, that card is a 5-star skiller with 5-star weak foot, pretty much a cheap Neymar, some people calling him. That would be a hyperlink though to Nainggolan and also links to the likes of Mertens and stuff. There's so many good Belgians in that league. And now a very quick update regarding Simone Zaza at West Ham. And Slaven Bilic was saying his deal becoming permanent after 14 games. That's why he hasn't been part of their squad in recent games. I think West Ham would have to pay a massive fee to get him on a permanent basis, and they don't want to do that because he's been a massive flop from Juventus right now. So it looks like he could be on his way. I think Valencia, the last team link that I saw in the papers. Then we go on to another player linked to West Ham this time, Carlos Bacca again. They're keen to sign AC Milan striker Carlos Bacca, according to Gazzetta dello Sport. The report suggests that Hammers want Bacca to replace Simone Zaza, who leave the Hammers in January after a 6-month loan spell from Juventus. The Italian striker is rumored to be closing in on a move to Valencia, like I mentioned before. And now according to Bild, Toprak will sign a 4-year deal with Borussia Dortmund, joined for just 12 million euros from Bayer Leverkusen. Now this one, it has been the worst like 2 years or so. I'm pretty sure there's been multiple occasions where he's been linked to them, and I think the last one was back in the summer. And just imagine a green link between Socrates and Toprak at some point in the near future. It'd be so good and very overpowered. Then we go on to Julian Brandt, a very talented young German today. According to Daily Mail, a lot of Premier League clubs are after him. Manchester United and Arsenal have joined the chase for Bayer Leverkusen midfielder Julian Brandt, with Liverpool having been monitoring the Germany international for some time, and Tottenham and Everton also keen on the winger. And now another player linked to China, and that is Wayne Rooney. According to the Daily Mirror, Manchester United captain Rooney will be offered a deal worth £700,000 a week to play in China, and that is Beijing, Guan and Guangzhou Evergrande. They're both interested. I know before Sven-Goran Eriksson's team, which was, is it Shanghai Shenhua SIPG? Not sure what it is, but I think he's now changed clubs, so it's unlikely he'll be joining back up with him. That was the initial rumour about 6 months ago. Then we got on to Mariano, a youngster from Real Madrid, apparently wanted by multiple clubs, but in particular, Sevilla. The two other Spanish clubs that want him are Malaga and Deportivo La Coruña, but outside of Spain, we have Frankfurt on his trail as well as Lazio. Real Madrid would be receptive to the idea of him going out on loan, but the player himself wants to succeed at the Bernabeu. And now we've got a player that pops up a lot recently, and that is going to be Victor Lindelof from Benfica to Manchester United. But according to BBC, United will not move to sign Lindelof in January despite being strongly linked with a bid for the Benfica defender. The former Phil Jones and also Marcos Rojo has convinced Mourinho he does not need to buy this window. They will probably still buy him in the summer for the £38 million that was rumoured. That is then followed by Marcos Rojo himself, linked to Valencia according to the Daily Mirror. Now Valencia have apparently bid £14 million for the Argentinian defender, who has recently returned to the fold under Mourinho, and they are currently hopeful of landing him after apparently Victor Lindelof could be arriving very soon, although now, like I said before, that may be waiting until the summer. Then we got on to Joao Cancelo from Valencia, linked to Barcelona according to Sport. Barca have reached an agreement with Valencia that will see right back Joao Cancelo join the Camp Nou side in the summer transfer window. The Catalan side will pay €30 million to land their man. Now Alex Vidal hasn't really worked out right back. I think at the moment they're possibly playing, is it Sergio Roberto there? And to be fair, he's very solid, but they want an out-and-out right back, and Cancelo has been a target now for about a year or so. Then we got on to Alexandro of Juventus, linked to United and Man City. So Calcio and Mercato are saying that both Manchester sides are keen to sign Juve fullback Alexandro, but Juve are desperate to keep hold of their man and could offer him a new contract to try and fend off any interest. And from a player linked to a move away from Juve, we've got one linked to a move to them. That is James Rodriguez, according to Corriere dello Sport. The Italian Giants will make an offer for the Colombian in the summer transfer window as they try to beat Chelsea and Manchester United for a signature. Madrid expect to recoup most of their €80 million they originally spent on him a few years back now, back in 2014. And to be fair, at first he was not a flop. He was outstanding in his first season, but since Zidane came in, he's not really playing that much. And I think at this point in time, it would make a lot of sense for him to move on. Then we go on to Alexis Sanchez. According to various different sources, Inter are looking to capitalise on the uncertainty that surrounds the future of Arsenal star Alexis Sanchez by preparing a mega money move for the forward in the summer. There are rumours saying that he was offered £400,000 per week to go to China, but I think if he was offered the chance to go to Inter, I mean right now they are struggling, but potentially he could be the start of something again to try and rebuild them. And the final one today is going to be Marco Reus potentially being the guy to replace Sanchez at Arsenal. And this is according to the Daily Mail. Arsenal have chosen Marco Reus to be Alexis Sanchez's successor if the Chilean chooses to leave the club for China in 2017. Now, if Sanchez does go, I think they could go for Marco Reus, but for now, it's just a lot of rumours and it all depends whether Sanchez stays or goes. And that is going to be the end of the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, show support by leaving a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content, and in the comments below with your thoughts on today's rumours and rumours I should do in the next episode. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.